Yes, guys, this is Nitty Last, and welcome. In this video, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at Infinite Warfare in regards to the kill streaks. Now, I do say kill streaks because as this image is coming up on your screen now, this is the one that has been floating about, and this is what I think is going to be from the Assault package in Infinite Warfare, because as we know, we're going to have the Assault, the Support, and the Specialist package, which is going to be returning, just like we had in Call of Duty Ghosts and Modern Warfare 3 before. Now, personally for me, I'm very, very happy in regards to that. So, this does look like this is what's coming from the Assault package. Now, as we see straight away, we've got the UAV, pretty much box standard stuff. We've got the Scrub, which is obviously looking like an RCXD, just a more futuristic one. Drone package, another care package straight away. Counter UAV, Vulture, which is, if it's anything like the Talon in Black Ops 3, I will be very, very happy with that indeed. Trinity Rocket is making its return. Not a great fan of that, I must admit, with Infinite Warfare and things like that. Unless they've tweaked it up a little bit, it just doesn't seem to work for me, but maybe that is just me. Then we have Scorchers. Now, Scorchers does look like a plane. It looks kind of like a lightning strike. Now, it might not quite work like a lightning strike by the name of Scorchers. It does sound like it's going to be laying down flames, maybe kind of like, you know, Black Ops 1 kind of style, but more of a futuristic setting. It'd be very interesting to see how that actually works out. We have Bombardment, which looks like it's going to be lots of rockets that could be propelled to a ground. I would imagine it will only be in maybe 1 or maybe 3 locations, kind of like back into Black Ops 1 once again, where Treyarch done it with the mortar strikes. Maybe it might work into that. You can set out a few different locations, and then a bombardment of actual missiles will come crashing into the ground. Then we have the Shock Sentry. Now, Shock Sentry, as long as with these sentry guns, that the way they're actually based onto the floor work in the way that it does in Black Ops 3, and that what I mean is the Hardened Sentry. The Hardened Sentry in Black Ops 3 is probably the best sentry gun I've ever seen in Call of Duty, because the ones before you could pretty much melee them, they would just get destroyed, and they're pretty much over and done with straight away. Now with Black Ops 3, the Hardened Sentry does take a lot of damage before it's actually put down, and in regards to that, when people are actually trying to destroy that particular sentry gun, a lot of the time either you or your teammates can put them down and try to stop it, and it gives you a sentry gun just that little bit more life. So hopefully how this Shock Sentry gun works, I would imagine it's going to be like an energy weapon kind of sentry gun. As long as it works kind of like that, I would be pretty much happy with that. Then we have Warden, which as we can see is another spaceship kind of thing. Now how that's going to work, I would imagine it's going to be some form of helicopter. We don't really have a helicopter so far as we're looking at the screen. And with Warden, I would imagine that it could be like kind of like a Pavlo kind of thing. Maybe it might work out like that, but I would imagine we'll have some form of attack helicopter, but obviously in that futuristic setting. Then we have the Advanced UAV. Obviously, we already know what that is from obviously Call of Duty Ghosts and things like that. Not quite as good as the Orbital VSAT, but nevertheless, it can work very, very well. Now we have Thor. Now, from what this looks like, it does look like, for me personally, is something that sits up into space. It's a satellite that shoots down missiles. Now, if it does work like that, and you can actually shoot the missiles down and actually guide them, kind of like the Reaper, kind of like the Lodestar. Absolutely love the Lodestar and the Reaper. So if it works like that, I will be extremely happy with that one as well. Then we have the one that you're seeing on your main screen, and that is the RC8. Now, with this one, this is one that you actually see in the trailer, which does put my mind to rest straight away, that this particular one, as soon as you call it in, obviously it's got shields. As you can see, it's got that big cannon that it uses as well. So it does look like it's going to be very, very hard to put down. Whether it's as slow as some of the other ones, you know, the Juggernauts that we had in Call of Duty Ghosts and things like that, it'd be very interesting to see. But then we move on to the very last one. That is the AP3X. Now, as we can see, it is pretty much a gunship. So how it works is going to be very interesting to see, whether it is very, very good to actually use, because one thing that has pretty much been lacking in the last lot of Call of Duty titles, and that is pretty much the high-end score streaks in regards to, say, like the Mothership for Black Ops 3, so easy to put down with the Black Cell and things like that, really is not worth running whatsoever. Call of Duty Ghosts high-end score streaks were just naff along with the rest of them pretty much. Advanced Warfare, absolutely toss. Everything used to overheat and everything else like that. So I'm really hoping that if they're going to implement this AP3X, that is going to work the way it's meant to work. If you're going to get all those points up to actually earn that it actually does what it's meant to do. So that's going to be very interesting as well. But in regards to that, we have to see how they actually play it. Obviously, we're going to see a little bit of gameplays here and there. But hopefully, for me personally, that the last one is going to be really, really worth using. That RC-8 does look a bit of a beast. And I'm really, really hoping that Thor is going to be a satellite missile strike, and that you can actually guide them in and start taking people out, kind of like the Reaper and obviously like the Lodestar that we have with Black Ops 2. So anyway guys, leave it in the comment section below exactly what you're thinking about this. Would be absolutely amazing. But coming up on my screen now is the subscribe button. Make sure you're jumping on that, and guys, if you would drop a like for me, it'd be absolutely fantastic. This is Nittylyglass, and I'll catch you later.